Hey guys, how is it going? Welcome back to another video here on my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Irish Jane and I'm from the Philippines and I live now here in Texas, USA. For today's video, I would like to share with you all how I renewed my passport. So if you are thinking about renewing your passport, your Philippine passport, and you're thinking about how to do it, so this video is for you. Now, I renewed my passport at the Philippine Consulate General of Houston. So I'm from Dallas and we had a quick weekend trip down in Houston. Now, I got this new passport last October 4th. So the process itself took 1 month only because I went there on September 3rd this year. Just a quick overview regarding my passport. My passport actually expired last September 26, 2021. And I'm pretty sure that you are allowed to renew your passport 9 months before the expiration date. Due to COVID, it was very difficult to set an appointment. And since January of this year, I started looking for schedule or outreach program in Dallas so that I can, renew my passport. But then there was none, and I tried emailing the consulate, but there was no response. What you can do is you can go to their website from time to time and see if there's available schedule or date for your appointment, or follow them on their Facebook account. So that's what I did. I followed them on Facebook and I got a notification that they're opening the office again to accommodate people who need to go to the consulate to renew their passport or apply for a new passport or anything that is related to the consulate. So I think that was July 15 when I got the notification, and I set the appointment on September 3rd, 2021. I think that was Friday. The schedule was at 9 a.m. So from here, from Dallas to Houston, it takes 4 hours to drive. And if it's like rush hour, it might take longer than that. It wasn't very wise that I scheduled it that time, but what Kenny did was he booked a hotel for us. So we drove down there after I got home from work Thursday morning. We drove down to Houston and checked in to one of the hotels near the consulate. So that's what we did. And then the next day we went to my scheduled appointment. Now, for the requirements, so since this is related to passport, you are required to appear personally. So you have to be there. You have to show up on your appointment because they will also have to take your photo during your appointment. And of course you need to dress up properly, and the spaghetti straps or things like that are not allowed during the passport renewal. So for the papers, documents that you need to prepare, you will need to complete a renewal of regular passport application form, which is downloadable from the consulate website, or you can also fill out the form at the location when you get there. But to save time and to save hassle, you can do it before you go there and print it out and print it and fill it out. You also have to bring your current passport that needs to be renewed, the one that is about to expire. You also need to photocopy the data page of your passport, a photocopy of your green card or anything that proves that you have not given up your Filipino citizenship. You also need to bring a self-addressed stamped envelope. So this is what I got. This is a flat rate envelope. So what you do is basically you go to the nearest USPS in your location and tell them that you need a flat rate envelope, and you have to do the prepaid postage. So they are going to print a tracking number that will be pasted here, and this sticker right here will be for the address. So you have the from, which is the Philippine Consulate General of Houston, or wherever you're gonna do your passport renewal, and your address. So when I got there, I already have my address printed or written here, and I just let them do their own address because I didn't want to make any mistake. So what they did is just actually stamp it like that. Don't forget to take picture of the tracking number. Basically, it took 1 month from the time that I appeared on my passport appointment up to the time that this document arrived here. So it is pretty quick actually, and I was actually expecting that it would take 2 months before I received it, but yeah, so there you go. Now you also have to pay in cash or money order, which I missed when I was looking through the requirements, and I don't normally carry cash anymore. So once I got there, I said like, oh, you guys don't accept card, and they said no. So that's something that you have to prepare as well. So I basically told Canada we had to withdraw some cash and then go back there. So it's kind of hassle given how crowded, or given the traffic down there in Houston. So if you guys are planning to go there, probably it's best to prepare cash. So it's $60, and if you are doing other business over there, you might need to check the website for the fees that you need to pay there. So on that day, I actually got few text messages from them saying or reminding me for my appointment, and the office actually opens at 9, I think. Yeah, it opens at 9, but many people were there already inside the office before they start their business hours. So a lot of people were there waiting already. In their office, they have like divisions, and you are separated according to the type of transaction that you're gonna do on that day. And then the biggest area is for the passport renewal, or for the passport. All people that are there, that were there for the passport renewal or application. I went in and looked for a spot to settle in. And then around 9:15, something like that, is when they started opening the windows to accept transactions. I expected that I was the only one for the 9 a.m. appointment, but no. So we were like 5 people for the 9 a.m. schedule. So they will just call you, or they will say, okay, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. appointment for passport, and then you guys will just walk towards that window and basically fall in line, and then they will ask you for your name, and they have a list of people to make sure that you're actually there, you actually set an appointment, and they will highlight your name and check for all the requirements. Since I was actually expecting to renew my passport and use my married name, but since there's a conflict with my name, I actually have 2 legal names. I have one legal name here in the United States, which is my middle name is still the same as if I was single, and then back in the Philippines, my middle name is my maiden last name. So before we went to the consulate, I called them to make sure that I have all the requirements, and I was advised that it's better to do my middle name or my maiden name instead, since there's a conflict. And the lady told me that they don't have any power over the United States law. So because it's the United States who assigned me my name. When I changed when I adjusted my status from fiance to permanent resident, they told me that I can only change my last name. So there. And the Philippines law cannot do anything about that. There. So I have no choice but to use my maiden name now. So after they called the people for the 9 a.m. appointment, you will just fall in line, and somebody will check all the requirements if you have them all. If you have already filled out the application form, and I did not sign the form right away before I submitted it, because I wanted them to see that I signed it. So since I have been married for 3 years already, I am now used to my signature as a married woman. The name that was written on that application form was my maiden name. And I just realized that after I signed it. But they told me that it's fine because it's basically the same person, you know. The person there told me that whatever you are comfortable with is fine. So there. After they took all the requirements, they will tell you to go to the cashier and pay for $60 for the application for the renewal. That's $60. Then they will you just have to wait for a little bit, and they will call you for your picture. So they will take your picture there, and it's kind of awkward because it's not like covered, so everyone there could see you. Yes. Yeah. So it's an awkward situation, but it is what it is, you know. So I had my picture taken, and then the lady told me that you will just have to wait for your passport in the mail. That's pretty much it. I think I only spent like 30 minutes there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe an hour. Yeah, maybe an hour. So there. My passport now is valid for 10 years. That's it for the renewal of my Philippine passport. So I know you guys are curious about about what's going on with my uh, application for removal of condition for my green card. I made a video regarding the requirements and that I have received my um, 18 months extension after 2 weeks of submitting the requirements. And I have not told you guys, but after a month when I submitted the requirements, I received another mail from the USCIS saying that they are now processing my biometrics. But this time they are not going to schedule me for an appointment to take my biometrics. So they basically told me that they are going to reuse my old biometrics from when I applied for the adjustment of status, but they are not going to refund the biometrics fee. So there's that. But yeah, so basically I am still waiting for the approval of my 10-year green card. Hopefully I can make a video once it's here. Hopefully. And yeah, so that's it for this video, guys. I hope that you find this video helpful, and I hope to see you all next time. Y'all be safe. Bye.